In your 20s, dating often revolves around fun and enjoyment. However, as you approach your 30s, particularly women in their post-30s, there is a notable shift towards desiring a committed relationship, often marked by the desire for an engagement ring. Men are increasingly recognizing that this transition can be a challenging and risky proposition for them. Many women aspire to have children, a house, and security in their 30s. Conversely, a significant number of men tend to be more uncertain about starting a family. Remaining single offers distinct advantages, including fewer financial obligations and responsibilities. It also eliminates the potential risks associated with future alimony and child support payments.
Men have reached a point of surrender. Whether they've witnessed numerous men devastated by divorce, read heart-wrenching divorce tales, or personally endured a divorce, they've chosen to give up. Some never quite grasped the complexities of dating in the first place. Navigating dating can be challenging because it requires two seemingly contrasting qualities. Being entirely focused on your desired future, which means promptly walking away if red flags appear, and maintaining enough flexibility to grow alongside a partner into the individuals you both need to be when you're in your 50s and 60s. This is especially crucial when your children are grown and you need a supportive partner, as your body and mind no longer respond as effortlessly as they once did. Many divorced men, aged 30 to 45, outwardly claim they're not sad, yet they exude bitterness and an impotent rage that's palpable. These are individuals who have been through the emotional wringer, and while they might deny their sadness, it's evident in their demeanor. Being in your 20s. In your 20s, the desire for female companionship can lead you to endure almost anything, often at the expense of your own well-being. As you enter your 30s, these experiences have instilled in you a set of filters to discern the qualities of a quality woman. And, if you've learned anything, these filters care very little about a person's physical appearance. Beyond red flags like a disturbingly intense or psychopathic stare, it takes much longer for you to let yourself trust others because you've discovered that dopamine rushes aren't always the best advisors. Why are men sometimes less interested in post-wall women for commitment? It's not that they're not interested at all, but it's typically not for long-term commitment. No man desires a woman in her late 20s or beyond who has had numerous partners and whose physical condition suggests it. Many women, between the ages of 18 and 28, engage in casual sex, often enjoying nights out with friends. Depending on their genetic makeup, some may begin looking for marriage as early as age 25, resulting in relationships with men aged 28 to 32. This could explain why age 30 is a common time for divorce. Research suggests that the more partners a woman has had, the less likely she is to maintain a stable marriage. A woman's prime years typically fall between 18 and 24, perhaps peaking around 20 to 22 when they receive abundant attention, enjoy free drinks, attract constant admirers, and often receive material benefits. The newfound power they experience might lead to a sense of entitlement that can persist into their late 20s and 30s. Some women turn to radical feminism around the age of 25 to 30, and this is when they may alter their appearance through activities like shaving and hair dyeing. They might also label all men as trash. Others may become anxious and desperate, settling for a beta male they would have previously rejected during their prime. This phenomenon is sometimes referred to as alpha males for fun, beta males for stability. Alpha men and women. Women often seek alpha partners for excitement from 18 to 24. If they fail to secure an alpha male by a certain age, they may start dating beta males who are considered more stable and have their lives together. These relationships with beta males are often transactional, and they may contribute to the rise of cuckoldry. Women may marry these beta men for financial security while having extramarital relationships to satisfy their sexual desires. Arguably, it's unwise for a man to enter marriage without a thorough prenuptial agreement. Regardless of his financial worth, whether it's $5,000 or $500 million, a prenup is a prudent decision. Word of advice. In my view, men should maintain multiple dating options and carefully evaluate a woman for approximately 8 years before even contemplating the idea of signing assets away in a marriage contract. Many men have observed the chaos and opted to remain on the sidelines. The typical American woman today stands at 5'4" and weighs 168 pounds, surpassing the average man's size in 1960. Men are inherently visual creatures. We place high value on qualities like fitness, femininity, and cooperation. Unfortunately, many women fall short in these areas. When it comes to larger and more assertive women, the interest among most guys dwindles. Just 6 decades ago, a divorced woman was met with disapproval. A never-married woman with a child faced even more judgment. Nowadays, divorce has become a normalized part of life. In the realm of relationships, women are often the driving force behind marriage. Surprisingly, despite this trend, about 70% of divorces are initiated by women. In the past, people often tied the knot in their late teens or early 20s. Today, the age at which men and women marry has shifted. Women typically wait until their late 20s, while men often don't consider marriage until nearly their 30s. By this age, men are no longer the hormone-driven party animals they were in their 20s. They're likely settled in their careers and have witnessed or experienced friends and acquaintances lose a significant portion of their assets during divorces, in addition to the custody battles and financial support obligations that follow. Every long-term relationship has its challenges, and men are keenly aware that women usually gain custody of the children, along with assets and financial support. This shift in dynamics has not gone unnoticed by men, and it doesn't sit well with them. As men enter their 30s, they encounter a shifting dating landscape. The pool of fit, childless women becomes considerably smaller. Although it may be hard to hear, children aren't seen as a bonus by men who aren't their fathers. Men aren't actively seeking to date single mothers because children introduce complexities into relationships. Men understand that a woman's priority is her children and herself, leaving little room for the man. Post-wall women. In summary, a post-wall woman, colloquially known as someone who has experienced various relationships, is often larger, more assertive, and there's a significant chance she will initiate divorce proceedings and seek alimony and child support. The fundamental desires of men from women haven't changed significantly over the past 60+ years. It's the women who have undergone transformations in terms of size and willingness to initiate divorces and financially benefit. While men have indeed become larger, they continue to be judged based on their appearance and ability to provide, whereas women are largely evaluated by men based on their physical appearance. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.